you don't watch the show till the end, you will regret it. I'm going to show you why WIF can pull an 11x. I'm going to demonstrate to you another 13 charts that are set to pump in the next month. And towards the end, I'm going to show you guys a hidden gem no one's talking about can have a massive comeback and pull something even greater than a 100x trade. So stay tuned right until the end because this show will be very good. To fully understand the WIF trade, it's important to realize it's in a major accumulation zone. This accumulation zone was similar to January 2024, as I said previously, and also February 18 and throughout all of February in 2024. And we're currently there, okay? Whales are scooping WIF. Now, this trend line is what's going to give us, I think, our first resistance line on WIF. If you plot a trend line from July 20th, 2024, it matches the resistance of 15th October 2024 and major resistance also in December. Look, one time, two times, and then three times. It also acted as major support all throughout November. This is why I'm expecting WIF to find some resistance here after a 7x pump. And I honestly don't think that there's much resistance in between. If we see Bitcoin moving more aggressively, I think WIF will come here and touch that 3 billion market cap zone very fast. But where's the 11x? The 11x is basically from here all the way till the top. That's an 11.4x. And this, my friends, this 4.9 billion market cap zone is going to be the second major resistance for WIF. The truth is, I could come here and maybe say, oh, there's some resistance at 1.3. But the reality is, I honestly don't think this will offer much resistance. What I'm seeing on WIF really is that $3 billion market cap zone for a major resistance zone. And if you think WIF is not going to revive, if you think WIF won't revive, then that just means you don't think Bitcoin is going to go up, because if Bitcoin goes up, WIF will definitely be one of the best performing meme coins in the coming year. It's just going to follow Bitcoin. Now, very important as well is POPCAT, okay? Not as big as WIF, but outperforming WIF as of now. It came and almost touched that support. The resistance got broken, and now it retouched the resistance one time, two times, and it looks like it's going for a third time. So if you want to set limit orders, if you want to buy some POPCAT, you can actually put it here at this level, 222, maybe a little bit below, 215, and you can do this on Axiom. By the way, I'm going to open a private group only for my Axiom referral links, where I'm going to share the trades even earlier than I do on the videos, and even some lower market cap stuff only for the people that join me on Axiom. But if you want to join me on Axiom, there's a link down below and you can start using their limit orders. But that's what I'm seeing on POPCAT. It broke, it now is touching this. This is the new support line. And then once this thing starts moving again, I think it goes straight to 630 million market cap, which is the next big look. As I said previously, look, this is a major resistance line and previous support line, okay? And until then, I don't think that there's much resistance. And with people like Murat and all these big whales that still hold some POPCAT, with them shilling it once it starts moving, it's going to go there fast. Then we have a secret gem, okay? No one's talking about this one. This one is called 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is going to launch meme coins, it looks, and all types of products. And as it says here, holders don't need to sell the supply. We funnel our portion of the fees into AI60Z buybacks for the sweet value accrual. And basically they're saying that creators will be able to earn trading fees. They're going to earn some of the volume, and there's less of an incentive for them to dump when they create meme coins and create projects. AI16Z went to 2 billion, and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is currently sitting at around 1 million market cap zone. This is a clear trend line. It got touched one time, two times. Is it going for the third? I think it's slightly. There's also this major support line. Got touched on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Look, resistance one time, support one time here, resistance two times, resistance three times, and then support here. I think this place is a good place to buy. I would leave a limit order here at around 1.1. I would leave a limit order a little bit below, maybe 800k even, 1.2. I think these are the levels if you want to scoop it on a major downtrend. But if you're very bullish this thing, it could be a good buy here at 1.5, to be honest. After this thing breaks 2.8, based on our fibs, I think the next level should be 4.69. So that's what I'm seeing on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. If you can grab it here at where it's at, you can get a 2x, a 3x. If you grab it a little bit below, you can get a 3 to 4x, a little bit higher. But that's what I'm seeing when it comes to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. This is where the fibs are telling me there's going to be some resistance once this major resistance of 2.8 gets broken. Now, as I was saying, this guy created AI16Z, which went to 2.5 billion market cap. AI16Z looks finished, looks like it's done. But if it can revive, 491 million market cap would be the first resistance target right around here. If somehow they can accrual fees from this new platform. So let's see what happens. I'm not bullish AI16Z, but let's see if 𝗕𝗫𝗀𝗙𝗧𝗏 can pull it off again. Then remember this coin, this is the Radium meme coin, another one trying to compete with Pump.Fun. Everyone's trying to compete with Pump.Fun. Now, this one I said, the good place to accumulate is right between 2.7, 1.67. It broke a little bit below it. It actually pulled a little bit deeper and it just went sideways in this accumulation range, okay? If you could scoop some here, or if you're afraid and buy higher, then I think it's good. I think the coin now is ready and set to move higher. I think there's two resistance points when it comes to time. This is the first one, resistance here, major support here, resistance again, support, support, support. This is the resistance, 5.43, and then a continuation of this trend line. This could also get hit a third time as resistance. That's what I'm seeing. So if you can scoop this thing here, you can get 88% trade as scalp, or if you wait longer because you think this time thing and Radium is gonna pump, then you can get yourself a 3x on time at this major trend line, which should act as the biggest resistance on this coin. Then there's also the likelihood that it comes and retouches this before the continuation of the trend. Broke, the support line is still acting as resistance. There's a likelihood that it still comes down, and I would say 50% chances it comes a little bit below and then pumps again, and 50% chances it touches this next resistance before it continues into the next 3 million market cap. The next 9 to 10 million market cap resistance zone. Then RFC, look, I plotted these lines like 2 weeks ago. It's working out perfectly. I told everyone, like, if this doesn't hold, it's going to go to the second level. Some people told me I was crazy, it was not going to go that low, but look, here we are with RFC at the 15 million market cap zone. It even broke a little bit below it. It spiked a little bit lower. Now, it's looking dangerous for RFC, to be honest, but this is the place where the chart is telling you should accumulate. If you're interested in RFC, of course. If you're looking for a pump, a scalp, there's a good one here. There's a 50% scalp here, and I think the price will stay within this place before it's ready for a major breakout. There's going to be some resistance here. The previous support line that didn't hold is going to turn into resistance. But then I think the higher odd chances are that 30 million, 32 million market cap support line. Look, resistance here, support here. This was the first support and resistance, the first major one. There's a good odd that it still comes here lower and then it bounces back. And I do think RFC will bounce back. This is a good meme, very strong. It's on everyone's mind share. It has good liquidity, and that's what I'm seeing right now. I would say also 50-50 odds. So what I would do is I wouldn't buy here. I would wait for continuation of this trend and the support line to hold. Maybe we start seeing, higher lows here, and I would rather buy at 60 million than buy here at 50 million, where it already kind of broke. So I think there's a good chance that it's going to go lower. So if you can scoop this thing at 30, 35, why would you buy it at 60? So just wait. If the price stays between 70 and 50 for another 2 days, or at least a couple of hours, that's a good sign whales are accumulating, and then you can enter with more confidence before a break of all-time high. If you really want to get on this coin, here's what I would do. I would leave a limit order here, a couple of limit orders between 39 and at least 30 million market cap, and then I would wait for confirmation and I would buy just a little bit higher. Just wait a few hours, okay? Let's see what happens for RFC. By the way, when RFC was here at 68 million market cap and I drew this 30 million market cap resistance zone, several guys came on my comments and said, you are insane. It's never going to go back to 30 million market cap. But here we are. It looks like there's still a chance. So what's the lesson here? I was telling you guys about RFC here at 8 million market cap. I told you guys to sell on this pump to 30 million. The charts here don't look too obvious, to be honest. And there's always, as I say, that 70, 80% decline in charts, always. And so it doesn't matter if you think the chart is going to pull back to 30 million and people are telling you no, you don't need to FOMO on these candles, because eventually the chart will come back 70 to 80%. Okay, they all do, all of them. Now Memecoins, as I told you guys yesterday, Memecoins was looking very good. It came here, I told you don't FOMO buy this candle, don't FOMO buy, okay? This is a trap, because the guys who were watching my show previously, they probably bought here at the support trend line and they took some profits here. Look, touching support. As I was saying, I told you guys yesterday, like, if you want to buy here at 30 million market cap, 31 million market cap, don't FOMO buy this candle. Now it's here. If this support doesn't hold and it starts trending down, you can be confident it's gonna go back to 17 million market cap. So don't just bag hold this thing. I do think it's still a good time to buy, and a continuation of the trend is possible to 53 million market cap and beyond. And as I said previously, between 69 and 53 is where there will be major resistance. That's where the price, I think, can stay there for a week or a couple of days. Good odds of a rebound. If not, 17 million is still in play. A hyper liquid meme, per. Again, I spoke to you guys about 𝗏. One of the easiest 8 to 10x's in all of crypto. It's still trending upwards. It touched support 1 times, 2 times. I said to you guys a bunch of times, there's not going to be major resistance here. And I think it can pump fast to 8.5 million market cap. So let's see, let's watch. Let's see what happens to 𝗏. Now back to Solana memes, okay? 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗏. This is a funny one, okay? It's not dead. It's not dead. Look, this is what the price is doing. Support line, touch once, trend line now, okay? Higher lows, and it's gonna come for that third touch. Remember, they always, not always, but mostly do that third touch. This is where you buy, okay? So set your limit orders around 1.3. This is like the perfect entry for it, okay? 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, and then it breaks resistance. But the price is looking good on 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗏. What I'm seeing is resistance here around that 4 to 5 million market cap zone, right around here, 4 to 4.5. Some resistance here. Once this thing gets broke, once this major resistance turns into support, look, I think it can come here, retouch, maybe even touch again, find some difficulty here, and then all-time high. That's what I'm seeing on 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗏. But if you're looking to buy, I think we get a third touch. If this third touch doesn't survive, it's over for 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗏. Now back to Aura. Remember those 2 likelihood scenarios on Aura? It acted perfectly as resistance. You could have sold here, okay? I told you guys, this is going to be resistance. Look at this trend line. Major support turns into major resistance. So it's either going to pull back to this green line or it's going to pull back to this support. Look, resistance 1 time, 2 times, support 1 time, resistance here again, resistance here again, resistance here again, support, okay? It's either going to come here and then bounce and this will turn into major resistance again, or it's going to turn, flip the resistance into support again, just like it did here. Look, this was support, it's now major resistance. So it's still the same thing as I was saying yesterday. I do think it comes a little bit deeper. I do think our farm can still touch that 100k. Leave a limit order, use the link down below, use Axiom, and eventually you're gonna be able to join my private group later on, not now, but those are the 2 possibilities on our farm, okay? Big meme, and until we see resistance turn into support, nothing changes on the Aura farm chart. Then again, I told you guys I was going to talk about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 looks better than all the other fiatcoin betas. Look at this accumulation zone. Look at this support. Very, very strong. This is the major resistance, okay? Once 14 million gets broken, we can start talking about all-time highs. There's not going to be any resistance here. I don't think 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 encounters resistance between 14 and frankly 27 to 30 million market cap. Once this thing gets broken, which will be hard, it goes straight to 30 million, and then we can start talking about even beyond, you know, 50 million, etc. But we need to see a more bullish fiatcoin. We need to see Bitcoin a little bit more bullish for this to happen. But listen, chart-wise, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 looks amazing. Looks like the best Bitcoin beta as of now, as long as the support line holds. So if you're looking to buy, I think it's the chart's telling it's a good buy. Okay, whales are scooping this thing, and the liquidity is good as well. Then one of my favorite and secret gems, AWR. Remember I told you guys to buy here at 900, 800? I told you guys this was a good buy. There's no denying that. And I told you guys my favorite, one of my favorite secret hidden gems on Solana, low cap secret hidden gems that's gonna pull a 10x. Look at this trend line, okay? Still going up. The only resistance I'm seeing until 3.4 million market cap is this. Then we can start talking about a pullback. And I think it won't pull back too much. Probably pulls back to this 2.2 million market cap zone because it acted as resistance here and also here. Here's what we see, a continuation of trend here and then a slight pullback and then it goes straight to 10 million market cap. That's what I'm seeing. I don't see any resistance here, anywhere here on AWR. I think it will move fast and aggressive once this gets broken, because look, this is gonna be the toughest resistance, the toughest point for AWR. So if you guys hold strong, that's what I'm seeing. But it looks bullish. Look, it's up on the daily. The community is working hard. Now back to another big one, which is FAT. This is the trend line, okay? The perfect accumulation is here or maybe even below. If you could scoop this line, well done to you. If it comes back into this place, don't be scared. I think the chart still looks good. As long as it doesn't close the daily below this, I think it's still bullish. Once again, 1 time, 2 times, and I think we can still go for a 3rd time on FAT. So leave limit orders here, 6 million, 5 million, right at this level, 7.9 million. That's where you leave your limit orders for FAT and do it on Axiom. So here's what I would do, okay? I would leave a limit order here, bam. I would leave a limit order a bit above the trend line, which can get touched. And I would leave a limit order right, you know, a little bit higher as well for safety. But the truth is, the coin still looks strong. There is some resistance here. It coiled back up, it touched here, resistance here, support here, support here. It touched, now I think it comes here. And then once this thing gets broken, we can start talking about new all-time highs. We can start talking about 20 million market cap and beyond on FAT. Remember, Joe Rogan was talking about this one. So from our limit orders to all-time highs, you know, we can say 2.5x on this. Good liquidity, good coin, spread all over Instagram, very famous meme as of now. This is where I would leave the limit orders, and let's see if they get hit in the next day or two. Now for the secret gem, okay? This one's not on Solana. This one is the infamous Pulse chain. This is the launch price, and it's currently below and formed new lows. This is the resistance, which was the previous support. Support here, launch price. I think we need to start talking about Pulse chain. Let me tell you why. Richard won against the SEC fair and square, and he won bigger than XRP, and he won bigger than, frankly, even the Uniswap guys. He demolished the SEC. But the reason why the price didn't pump is because he's still on that Interpol list. But he already won against the SEC, so he already proved that he did nothing wrong. He already proved that they have nothing on it. And so it's just, I think it's a matter of time until he gets off that Interpol list. Once that happens, he's going to turn that camera on and he's going to start doing YouTube videos. What do you think is going to happen to the price of this chart once the greatest marketer founder in crypto pulls that camera and start filming himself and talking about the price and crypto overall? Look, he's an OG. He has a ton of followers. What I'm seeing on Pulse Chain is, as long as the price is beneath the launch price, look, when it's here, I think it's a good buy, and there's truly no resistance until this 1.3 billion market cap zone and then the all-time high. And if you're, let's say you get a good average here on this accumulation zone, we're talking 7x and we're talking a 10x until all-time highs. If you like these charts and if you want me to chart more Pulse Chain, PulseX stuff, let me know in the comments. And no one's talking about it but me. So this is one of my major hidden gems. So I hope you have enjoyed the show. If you like this, please leave a like, subscribe, ping that notification bell, leave a comment down below and say why you liked it, what type of charts you want me to look at, because I listen to all of you guys. And very important, tomorrow I have a very special show for you guys, okay? An extra show on Saturday where I'm going to be interviewing Memecoin whale that made almost $10 million trading memes, and I'm going to launch it tomorrow. There's a ton of alpha there. This guy is one of the biggest in the space, and he made it trading, not stealing, not, you know, bundling coins. He's actually like legit, and I'm going to interview him tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a very, very important interview. So stay tuned. Thank you very much.